Hi everyone, I'm Eneida, co-founder of Lizard, the first Italian furniture as a service company. Today, I present you to Marina. Marina owns a premium executive lounge in the airport of Venice. Every day, hundreds of travelers visit this lounge and they expect a flawless made in Italy experience. In order to make this work, something needs to happen. Every 3 years, everything needs to change. Basically, it's not because the furniture is not beautiful enough, but because the regulations change and the competitiveness of this market is very high. And this comes with additional costs, a lot of unexpected costs. And if you think of all the situation in the commercial real estate, it adds up and becomes 11 million of tons of materials wasted due to furniture every year. And this is the same amount of materials that is used in the European Union to produce furniture every year. But it is not just an ecological crisis. This is an operational and economic nightmare. And it affects different real estate assets, such as hospitality, lounges, and offices. In Lizard, we found out that furniture alone is not the problem. This is a matter of different situations. Because the traditional buy, use, and dispose model is not working anymore. When you buy furniture, you take upon a lot of responsibility. That means maintenance and disposal too. And in Lizard, we are fixing this through a new business model. This is the furniture as a service. We are building a platform to subscribe to furniture. You can rent through a fully digitalized and fully circular platform. And then Lizard takes care of everything. And it works in very simple steps. You log in into the platform, and the client uploads all the data of the project. Through a data-driven approach, different proposals are realized. And then you can explore these different proposals, and the platform is matching you to the best furniture manufacturers in Italy. You select one of these proposals, and you get one single fee. This is the subscription fee, and you don't need to take care of anything else. This is a growing market. The furniture rental market globally by 2030 is going to reach 143 billion of value. And we are already in this market. We have hundreds of qualified leads. We have 1.5 million of expected annual recurring revenue already, with 5,000 of products from Italian manufacturers digitalized in our platform, in the hospitality and in the office market. If you go right now in the Venice Airport and you walk into the Aspire Executive Lounge, you're going to find a space that was furnished by Lizard. This is a project that we realized in record time. Just in 4 weeks, we selected the products together with the client and we procured it. And it generated 40,000 of annual recurring revenue. Well, do you remember Marina?
Per Swissport la sostenibilità è fondamentale e questo progetto è perfetto perché è un progetto temporaneo e quindi assolutamente il fatto di poter riciclare gli arredi nel momento in cui il progetto si conclude è proprio in linea con la gestione degli sprechi che noi abbiamo come target negli nostri obiettivi di sostenibilità. Un'esperienza veramente vincente, la velocità di gestione del progetto, lo spirito di collaborazione del team di Lizard insieme ai nostri designer e al team di Aspire hanno fatto sì che veramente nei tempi previsti abbiamo raggiunto l'obiettivo di eleganza, qualità, comfort e sostenibilità del nostro progetto. E quindi questa è una soluzione ideale perché ci consente di velocizzare e riadattare gli spazi a seconda poi di come il mercato si orienta.
And this is what we achieved with only 100,000 of investment from business angels. And in the next 2 years, we want to launch an AI procurement platform that is going to reduce the quotation timing and procurement timing by 60%. And we want to expand across Europe, starting from 2027. The revenue forecast is exponential. And one thing is important. With more and more furniture coming back to us, getting refurbished, and getting put back into the market through our circular business model, the margin is going to get higher. How is this possible? Through a winning team that combines background in the real estate market, in the furniture market, and in technology. And together with the killer advisory board, we are doing it. And we are an awarded team. They are talking about us, and we are present in the most important trade shows of real estate and furniture. Imagine a world when companies don't buy furniture anymore. They subscribe to it, and Lizard takes care of everything else: delivery, repair, and reuse. And this is already happening now, here in Venice. So stop wasting and start renting. Thank you.
Thank you. My question relates to who is your target audience? Are you targeting architects, interiors designers? I mean, you know, as an entrepreneur, like, I don't want to be picking furniture for my company. So who do you target? And how does that happen?
Starting from our experience in the real estate business, since we have the background and we had several connections from real estate developers, we started targeting them. So we started to talk through to international real estate developers that have many multi-net tenant offices that they are building right now, starting from Milan. Because in Milan is where also most of the best furniture suppliers are, and in Veneto too. So we started from this part of Italy and targeting also the real estate in this part of Italy. By targeting the real estate developers, we saw that also the operators in these spaces are very interested into this service. So we started to talk with operators such as Swissport. So Swissport is not the owner; they are an operator who gets this the lease from the airport, and then they need to operate it. So we started to talk to operator too, and usually in this matrix, there is always the architects and the designers of these operators that we need to talk to. So for sure, architects are for us a facilitator. Sometimes is the architect that comes straight into the platform, and they are the main, let's say, contact for Lizard. Sometimes is the developer or the operator that starts the connection, and then the architect gets involved afterwards. So it is a multiple-sided platform.
Okay, and I noticed that you had an advisory board, and it just went by too quickly. I saw the first two are engineers. Do you have architects or interiors people on your advisory board?
Yes, so we have 4 in our advisory board right now. So 2 of them, they are expert into furniture and technology. That is for us very important. And the other 2, they are expert in business. So they have experience in scaling up startups and exiting successfully from startups, because I think it's very important also to have that kind of support for a startup that wants to grow successfully and fast. And as well, one of those advisors, they have deep experience in logistics, because we are talking about furniture that needs to go in and out and be reused and repaired. Logistic component, reverse logistics is very important, and we got that advisor as well.
It seems like you've thought about a lot of aspects of this, but I guess I'm coming back to what I used to say at my office whenever we had a new office or we moved. I'm not picking colors, I'm not picking furniture. We need experts to come in and do that for us, and they want to make sure it's happening very consciously, so that it's, you know, everything comes at the right time and so forth. But I'm just curious, like, what would architects think, or interior architects think of sort of being elbowed out a bit?
We see, that's not the first time, that's a great question. It's not the first time that we receive it. We see architects, interior designers as partners. So our digital platform and circular platform assists these experts and doesn't substitute them. It's a way to make it faster, is a way to not limit yourself in who are the furniture suppliers that you know, but be able to source from a bigger digitalized catalog. So you can go much further compared to the first suppliers that you usually work with. So it expands and it amplifies the knowledge of the architects and interior designers.
Okay, thanks.
And the furniture you lease, do you first buy and then you lease it, or you have single agreement with producers that make available just for leasing, not for selling? How does it work?
We have commercial agreement with furniture suppliers, and it works as a rent-to-rent commercial. Basically, in the beginning, the suppliers keep the ownership, and we rent this furniture. And then in the second life cycle, we can decide, there are three things that can happen. The client can decide to buy the furniture, because sometimes it happens that they use it for a while and then they decide to take it back, to buy it completely. The other option is that the supplier wants to keep the ownership and refurbish and reuse the furniture as new and resell it as new. And the third option is lessor takes the ownership because we see value into regenerating and re-renting this furniture. And this is the one that we want to push more for.
Okay, thanks.
So talking about logistics, you take care from like bringing the furniture and also take the furniture back. And you also need to have like storage if you want to buy the furniture of the second lifestyles.
Second, yes.
You use like logistic operators, like external logistic operator, because it's sometimes it's not easy from a logistic point of view, I think, to manage this aspect. So how do you manage with your supplier or directly with other operators like logistic operators?
Both of them, because of course a part of the logistics is managed directly by the logistic partners of the suppliers, and especially the first time. We also have agreements with global third-party logistics operators and with innovative storage partners. We don't plan to have our own storage spaces. So we want to keep that external. But what is very important is, of course, to manage these operations in the best way possible. And therefore, also the integration of the digital platform to also the system of operation management for the logistic is very important. And we are working on that as well. Thank you. Thank you. So I wanted also to thank Pietro and Mario. So this is the best team. And also to thank our mentor, Monica Beltrametti, who couldn't be here today. She's connected online. Thank you for your support.